I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds.
What's up, Bert? It's your girl Gapster, and welcome back to my reality. So, y'all, today's video is gonna be a story time. First look, ooh, your girl tried color in the side part. Y'all liked it way better when it was curly. I tried to straighten it because it started getting a little frizzy or whatever. So I was like, let me see how it looks straightened. But I really like it curly better. But I like this color on my skin. It kind of makes my skin pop a little bit. You know, show that melanin. I burnt myself, but we're not gonna get into that. Hopefully y'all can't see that part. But anyways, let's get into it. So today's video gonna be a story time. I'm gonna tell my part of the story. Eventually I'm gonna have my friend tell her side of the story too, because I'm gonna finally bring her on my channel. We've been talking about it for the longest, but me and her, it's like every time we talk about doing something, we never do it. Mind y'all, we stay in the same neighborhood. Like, we plan shit all the time and never did it because we was both always doing our own thing or something like that. Like, somebody never home. It was always something. So we would just see each other when we see each other. We'll link up here and there, like through Instagram, talk, walk around the neighborhood, chop it up, whatever. But we never did like the big shit that we plan, y'all, ever. But trust, when my bitch on this channel, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a good time. I introduce y'all to her later whenever we do our video. We're gonna finally do it next year. I promise y'all we gonna do it. Life and everybody grown and growing up, shit, things change. But so yeah, what I was gonna say, let me get into the story time, y'all. This is story time about how me and my friend, I'm gonna call my friend Petunia. We call each other Petunia. I'm not doing no nicknames or nothing like that because the story not deep. This was years ago, been happened, it's dead. But I just decided to tell y'all the story. So if y'all follow me on TikTok, some of y'all probably seen like the smaller version I did, what I kind of summed it up. But right here on YouTube, I'm gonna be real direct and tell y'all everything, like even the aftermath of this situation. So y'all, it was me, Petunia brother, and my brother. So it was 4 of us. So we walking through the neighborhood. Of course, this is a school day, but our school right across the street, y'all. So we didn't have to do too much, and we didn't have to leave out the house dumb early because the school right there. Like, it's not gonna take us no time to walk across the street, go to school. So sometimes we would go to the gas station, and the gas station was like right next to. I didn't even tell y'all. Let me backtrack. So in our neighborhood, there's a cut, like a small little cut that you could get through to the next neighborhood over, or the apartments over, because I would consider this the same neighborhood really. But yeah, all we had to do was cross through this little trail, this little shortcut. We call it a shortcut. We call it the cut. All we had to do was pass through the cut, and we was in the apartments. So we would walk that way to go to the store. We would go to the apartments to like play and hang out at the little playground sometimes here and there, but it was just us. Like, we had our own little clique or whatever when we used to go to school, ride the bus and all that. Good times, by the way. But everybody was cool. Shit wasn't weird. But back to what I was saying, y'all. I just had to reminisce a little bit. But so yeah, it was lit. That cut, it don't take no time. Like, it don't even take a minute to walk out our neighborhood through the cut. Like, the cut is right there. We right into the neighborhood as soon as we take like 2-3 steps. Well, we in apartments. So we walking through the apartments, and our brothers, they throwing rocks, but they throwing rocks at a tree. They not throwing rocks at no particular person, nobody, no human being. They're throwing rocks, just throwing them, being boys, doing boy shit while we taking a walk, just tossing rocks, throwing them at a tree and shit like that, regular shit. So just keep that in mind while I'm telling y'all they wasn't throwing rocks at nobody, like literally nobody. So we walking. And it was a girl right there, but we wasn't stunning the girl. We still walking. I guess she waiting on her people or the bus or whatever. Like I said, the school right there across the street. We all went to the same school, but we didn't know each other like personally. So we walk into school, we go to the gas station. And sometimes, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, we used to be stealing out of there like a motherfucker. It's crazy. And I mean, if you ain't never stole before, that's good. You'll just never have that core memory. I'm not saying it's good though. Don't steal, guys. Don't be a thief. But yeah, we did steal out of there a couple times. But when we wasn't stealing, we was buying it though. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we would buy it. If we had the money, we would buy it. But if we didn't have the money, we didn't buy it. So yeah, all 4 of us, we walked through the cut. We coming back from the store, and we just hear yelling. Like a lady just yelling, y'all, we kind of heard. I kind of heard what she said. Kind of didn't. Like I heard, bitch, motherfuckers, y'all better. I just heard all type of cussing words and shit. We just cussing back at her like, lady, fuck you, like, shut up. Mind y'all, we don't know why this lady yelling at us, but we yelling back. So we just like, fuck you, lady, like, we don't even know what you cussing at us for. And then we going to school. So it's the apartment, same thing. It's all on the same strip. So all we had to do was walk across the street. So while we walking through the apartments, the lady just yelling at us, like calling us all type of names and shit. And we just yelling back. Our brothers sticking up middle fingers and shit. And that was that. So later on that day, we was leaving school again, and we decided to go to the store again. And we walked through the apartments. Like, y'all, that was, the store was either hangout spot, you get to chop it up, see a couple people, even the old heads that be in front of the store. Sometimes they used to get us stuff. It was stuff like that. Like, we'll see people from our school, teachers from our school up in there sometimes. It's like a neighborhood corner store. Like, you'll see everybody and their mama up in there, here and there, every once in a while. That's how it used to be. So yeah, like we leaving in the store, we leaving out the store, chopping it up. So we on our way home, because it's that afternoon. We on our way home, y'all, and we walking through the apartments again, because like I said, it's that one little cut for us to get right back into our neighborhood. So we walking, before you even get to the cut, we walking through the apartments, like through the little playground area or whatever, and we just hear yelling, and we look to the side, and there's people yelling at us through the window, and we like, who is these people? Like, of course we yelling back, we kids, like, we on the same bullshit, we like, fuck y'all, y'all bitches, Why the fuck, y'all, why do these people, mind y'all, they grown as fuck. From what I remember, it was 2 women. One of the ladies, she was like a stud or whatever. I don't know what she identified as. But a manly looking bitch. It was a manly looking bitch. She big as fuck. And it was a nigga. And he about tall as us. Like, about tall as us. He was tall as fuck. We're kids. So he was tall. Like, he was probably giving off like 5'9". So we got 3 full grown adults chasing us, y'all. They started chasing us. They came out the house and just chased us out the apartments. Like, they literally ran us out of apartments. And we running, like, we taking flight. We gone. So we ran down to our house. And mind y'all, we got other neighbors in our neighborhood. Folks we went to school with too. They see us running home. They like, what happened? We just running. Mind y'all, they stopped like at the top of our neighborhood. They didn't follow us like all the way down. They just chased us out the apartments. So that's when I went home, and I'm like, all right, I called my dad. I said, oh no, is these people chasing us? I kind of remember this part word for word, because I was pissed. I was like, yeah, so if I get into a fight, we get into a fight, I'm just letting you know now what just happened. They just chased us out the apartment, So he was like, all right, I'll talk to you when we get to the house or whatever. So that went by. We in the house. We like, bitch, we trying to figure out why these folks chasing us. So that was that. The next day went. I talked to my folks about it, but I was like, I ain't fight, you know, these folks just chased us. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time, like, somebody got an issue. Like, okay, this is the second time motherfuckers yelling at us, but not only is they yelling, they chasing us. So I'm like, what the fuck? Mind you, I'm still clueless. I don't know what's going on or what is going on. So left it alone. Next day come, y'all. This the next day. The next day, we in school. And we leaving school, y'all. We was walkers. We used to walk home. I told y'all we only stayed across the street. So we walking home, and we see police outside, and we see a big group of people. They rowdy. Somebody got a bat. Me and my friend walking. My friend like, let's go this way. We don't know what's going on, but we don't want to know. Whole time it got something to do with us. So we walking. She's like, yeah, let's walk this way. We walking the opposite way home. It was the longer way, but we like, fuck it, because we don't know what's going on over here. So it was, there they go, right there, bro. I started getting rowdy and shit. Next thing you know, a police officer came and got us and took us in the office with the counselor. Whole time, I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna get in trouble. Why the fuck I'm in the office? So right off bat, they like, yeah, we finna call y'all parents. They said y'all bullying. And this word come in there. Remember I told y'all, the boys, they was throwing rocks, but they wasn't throwing it at nobody. They was like throwing it at the trees and shit. Hopefully I ain't skipped this part in the story. But yeah, our brothers was throwing rocks at the trees, but they didn't throw them at the girl. But it was some he say, she say shit. So they're like, oh yeah, they was throwing rocks at you. But they wasn't though. But the girl, she was being messy. And the crazy thing about the girl, she was cool with my sister. And we just stopped fucking with her ever since. But yeah, she was like, yeah, they was throwing rocks at you, blah blah blah, spreading rumors or whatever. And then that got back to the girl, and it was like, yeah, she being bullied. Y'all bullied her. Y'all bullying this girl. So they took it to the school as bullying, as a big problem. Then they lied to the school and said we chased them out the neighborhood when they definitely chased us. And I'm looking at the counselor like, y'all know damn well we didn't chase they big ass. Like, we're kids. Like, what the fuck we look like chasing 3 full-grown adults? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, that's that. They was like, okay, we finna have to call y'all parents to tell them what happened. So I'm crying. My friend, I don't think she was crying. She was just looking mad or whatever. I'm like, man, I'm mad. I'm just mad and sad, scared, going through all these emotions. Number one, I know my folks don't play. So getting a call from the school saying I'm bullying when whole time I wasn't bullying. So I'm like, what the fuck y'all put me in here for? Telling me I got ISS and shit like that when, like, I don't know what the fuck going on. So I'm like, y'all accused me of this shit. And I was a good kid. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the fuck? Like, what am I doing with this? But I still knew my folks didn't play, so that's why I was just crying, because I'm like, man, this is gonna be like some bullshit. I already knew what it was gonna be when I got home. So I had to stay home after school. Like, we couldn't walk home. So our parents came to the school, picked us up. My folks just going in on me. They was like, yeah, who you think you is? Who you think you bullying? Bullying ain't a gang, you know, trying to let me know bullying wrong or whatever. And I ain't no bully and don't be a follower and shit like that. When it was never nothing like that, y'all. It was never on no shit like that. Whole time, I'm still confused. But, yeah, so we leaving the school. They giving me this pep talk or whatever. They basically just cussed me out. And they was like, you need to be careful who you hang around. You know, you get that story from your parents, and they be right, but it wasn't even that type of situation. Like, this literally had nothing to do with us. It was just he say, she say shit. You know how that goes. Like, we in middle school, people feeling themselves, like, they was just being messy. So then, that was that. Y'all, why the fuck afterwards, like, when we leaving the school, and they talk to me and shit, we go to the gas station. Guess what, at the gas station? The boy who, I don't know if that was his, like, sister, niece, I don't know. I just know he was related to her, too. Like I said, it was 3 people that chased us. So, one out of them 3 people, he was at the gas station right there. And my dad was like, oh, yeah, that's him right there. Ain't that him? So, he gonna pull up on the boy and ask him, oh, yeah, so she was bullying such and such. And the boy like, yeah, that was her. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all mean? Like, when was I ever a bully? Like, when did this situation ever, like, transpire? Like, I'm confused as fuck. So, whole time, I had beef with everybody. Not everybody. I was mad at my dad because he asked the boy, like, why would he not say it's me? Like, he just going off what he heard, too. So, I'm just like, okay. Like, this is just what it's going to be. So, I was like, fuck it. So, whole time, I really just got in trouble for nothing. Then they banned us from the apartments. It's like, y'all can't come back. They took it to the people in the office. It's like, yeah, y'all banned. But y'all literally, after a couple of months, we started back going through that bitch. We wasn't worrying about shotting them, and after a while they had moved, so it was really done. After that, we was still going to the apartment, still walking through there, whatever. Like, we really wasn't stunned that we banned that y'all banned shit, because they really didn't, like, say, like, yeah, they didn't show us no papers or nothing. They were just like, oh, y'all banned, and we was like, shit. But yeah, our moms kept us from up there for like a couple of weeks, and then after that was it. And yeah, y'all, that's it for this story time. Hopefully when y'all meet Petunia, she can tell y'all her side of the story, because it might be a little different, because I think her and the girl had class together or something. But yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I'm gonna come out with some bangers, I promise y'all. I just been working, but I also been like, I've been jotting down some stuff, and I've been, you know what I'm saying, I really been trying to figure out like what I want to do next, trying to find my niche and stuff still. But thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
In the sky, ruin my vibe. Usually I